Hello and welcome everybody to the early 90s, 1990 through 94 to be exact. If you guys remember, this is at the end of the George Bush, the Papa Bush era here in the United States and the beginning of the Bill Clinton era as far as our leaders go. And we have this iron being made. Now, for those of you that remember that era, at least for me, with my circle of friends and people that I associated with, Callaway wasn't really on our radar at that point. We were talking about the big companies that we thought made more sort of premium blades, things that they were, playing on tour. So needless to say, this particular club, I don't particularly remember jumping out at me as a youth. And it has a funny name, right? So companies in the past have bore-through hosels, right, with the shaft that goes through the hosel here, and you can see it on the other side. Titanium, TaylorMade had used titanium shafts. Stainless steel, not that amazing, not that new. Cavity back, okay, so what? Try to make it look like a blade, okay, kind of get it. But the name is what really kills me. It's like, if you didn't know what S2H2 stood for, how would you pronounce that? It'd be like S2H2, Gesundheit. So for identification, you can see here Callaway on the toe, and then the cavity with the S2H2 logo in there. This particular model, this particular year, they had patent pending USA on the top line here. Looking around here, you can see the short straight hollow hosel right here, bore through hosel, the iron number on the sole. The grooves are not spectacular. Nice shape to the iron. They look very bladey to me. Now, this iron was not hugely popular in my circle of friends when I was a youth. So for me, I look at this as kind of like, it wasn't the McGregor. Which one's better, McGregor or Wilson? That was a common topic that people discussed a lot when I was really young. And then to me, the interesting part, well, obviously, you can see the little round ferrule right here, very Callaway-esque. And then the titanium shaft. This cracks me up every time I see it. Titanium. What a great idea. To me, that is what really makes this iron unique and gives it character, is this titanium shaft. And then we move to an aftermarket Golf Pride Tour Wrap grip. So let's see if this feels like a cavity or if it feels like a blade. So it feels fine. Yes, it's a little hard. It feels a little clacky is the word I use, right? It's stainless steel. It'll last forever. Titanium shaft, last forever. So looking down at it, it looks beautiful. It's like a blade. So you go through the list of things, right? And check off a lot of things. Longevity, yes. Is it the softest iron? No, it's not really the softest iron. Does it have a cool shaft? Yes, titanium shaft, very cool. And it has it looks great with a nice thin top line. It looks beautiful. But for me, and I suspect there to be different opinions here. Some people will love this, some people won't. But this channel is all about that X factor. Okay, we're looking for things in the vintage world that capture our attention, that capture our eye, and we're like, whoa, I remember this and I love this. Even if you don't remember it, you can look back and just be like, I love this. This is how I imagined the world to be back then. This club doesn't do it for me personally. It might for you. I look at this and I'm just like, do you remember in college when you could communicate? It doesn't matter. You'd communicate with people just with grunts. The lower the grunt, the worse it was. Right, and the higher the grunt's like, So how was your day? That means, it's Friday. And you can read huge, long, it's Friday and I have a date. And so things are pretty good, but I'm talking to you. So, but if it's like Monday morning, how are you doing? Right, it's Monday morning. You can communicate a lot with just a grunt. This is very, yes, It's a fine club. It's well engineered. It'll last forever. It looks good. It's very playable, very gameable iron. It's just not earning those high-pitched grunts. Don't read too much into that. So if you enjoyed this content, please subscribe. And if you want to support the channel, you can always visit my Amazon shop in the links in the description below. Let me know your thoughts about the S2H2 Callaway irons. Thank you so much for watching. I am the Vintage Golfer.